What is going on, guys? Thank you so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is your Monday Night Raw post show for July 25th, 2022. I am your host, Phil, and of course, this is Outside the Brand. Thank you so much for joining us right here on your Monday nights, wherever you may be. We got two guests here tonight, and I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves in just a little bit. But, guys, Monday Night Raw tonight, the first Monday Night Raw under the tutelage of Triple H being the head creative of the company. We went live on Outside the Brand earlier on in the day talking about Triple H and the possibilities of him becoming the creative, the head of creative here on WWE products. And man, I said it myself that I didn't think that we were going to see some immediate changes, but with the way that the show was run tonight and how things are just progressing going through the hours, we did see some changes tonight, and it honestly, it made the show a lot more enjoyable and a lot easier to watch. I'm not going to lie. This show, from top to bottom, I didn't really see much of issues with it at all from the booking standpoints or either to the extent of just progressing stories heading into SummerSlam. This is just going to be an amazing ride with Triple H as head of creative for all of WWE. You're muted, Olaf.
Oh, shoot. Yo. I think the only weird part was that Maurice and Logan Paul thing. That was
the worst part of the night for me. That's it.
Yeah. It wasn't terrible.
And Logan Paul, they stunk up the joint tonight.
It was just a little bit weird, but I got hyped when Maurice came out. It was kind of weird for me, but you know what I'm saying.
Sorry, Tia. It's just who he is.
Maurice, you know what I'm saying? But look, it just got bad after that. But I mean,
that was the worst segment of the night for me, though. That was because they didn't have any chemistry out there whatsoever, and then all of a sudden, when the brawl happened, it just went downhill.
It didn't feel like 3 hours tonight.
No,
it was very tag team heavy, which I was very surprised by. I thought I would hate that. It was very. I'm happy I didn't look at the card, but very tag team. I think it was only one one-on-one match, and that turned into a tag team match.
Yep.
As the show went on, and I missed the first few seconds. I'm in the kitchen, and then I hear scrambling in here. I go in here, I see Miz and Logan just fight. I'm like, okay, we're just starting the show off like that.
Just scrapping.
You know what I'm saying? It was a good show. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't mad at the Bloodline win at the end because I still feel like the collapse is coming on Saturday. So I'll take them winning. I'll take them winning tonight if it means Saturday means we get something different. Because I would have been
the downfall.
You know what I'm saying? If they lost, I would have felt like they were going to win. But if they win tonight, I think Saturday might be the end of this terrible nightmare. So we'll see what happens.
So what's up, Tio? I mean, this has been an incredible journey over the last few days, really, with Vince retiring on Friday, and then all of a sudden we had a great weekend when it came to Ring of Honor, Death Before Dishonor. I don't know if you saw any of that, but that was just an amazing spectacle to even witness there. And then all of a sudden today, earlier on in the morning, we heard that Triple H is now head of creative for all things WWE. Just an amazing weekend and just an amazing future for WWE for years to come.
That's true. It's so much stuff to just look up to, like more stuff to look forward to, stuff that, we might actually get a change in this. Like people said, one of the biggest weeks. I feel like this has been the biggest week in all of wrestling. Like Triple H being named head of creative and Vince McMahon retiring. Something I never thought I'd see. I thought the man would outlive me and still be ahead of WWE. So, it's crazy seeing that. It's crazy seeing that. And when it comes to the night, we already see the changes. We already see we going into the right direction with Triple H and Stephanie McMahon in control. So I'm just ready to see more. I'm ready to see more. The night was great to me. Compared to all these other Raws, man, it was great.
How are you, Chris? What's going on, my man?
Not too
I know
bad.
it's your first time here, so welcome. Yeah, what you think overall tonight? Overall, man, it's good.
I'm not a weekly viewer as you guys are, so it's a little bit tougher to compare it. But I don't think it was too bad. But like Lop said, it was tag team heavy, and I'm not the biggest fan of a lot of tag team matches, so got a little stale for me a little bit. But overall, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, man. It was a very tag team heavy show. I will say that, but I think with the way they kind of progress some things moving forward, I really didn't expect Riddle to be a part of that main event, but until we saw what was happening at the actual end of the show with Seth Rollins, that made it all the more special as to why he was actually the one teaming up with the Profits. But this was good. This was a good show, and I think we're going to be able to see some more changes heading into the week. We'll see what happens on Friday, because Friday Night SmackDown, well, if you said it earlier on in the day, that really Friday Night SmackDown is the show that we really need to kind of amp up the creative aspects on, and we'll see where things go from there.
They need Jesus over there. I hope it's just on a sinking ship. So if he can do what he did tonight, regarding we all know, I think we know what the card is for. We know like 3 of the matches. I think they announced like 3 or 4 matches on Friday for this Friday. So I take that as you may, but hopefully Aaliyah and Lacey can fight this time. That's really all I ask.
Are they in a match again?
Yeah, apparently.
Wow.
Okay. I didn't know that. Yeah. So
you're like, next week we're gonna do it again. Maybe they'll fight this time. And I'm like, all right, yeah.
We have like Sheamus and McIntyre and like a Shirley on a pole match or something like that. I don't know, but like it's something like that. Like
they're using that Shillelaghs. That's really all it
is. Like, all I'm thinking of is Fit Finlay when I hear a Shillelagh. So I'm like, just give me Fit Finlay out there. But yeah, we're gonna get right into it, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand. This is your Monday Night Raw post show, the final Raw before SummerSlam. I mean, SummerSlam is this on Saturday. My bad, Saturday. The rest of all WWE pay-per-views are going to be on Saturday now, which I think is fantastic. Mainly because we can rest easy, and then all of a sudden Sunday, we just hang out, chill. I'll wait. I don't know. The thing is, depending on how long SummerSlam is this year, we might actually have to do the review on Sunday. I don't know, but listen, I don't know. You know how AEW pay-per-views are; they're like 5-7 hours. So we're gonna have to.
I'm gonna be started.
But yeah, and Lop turned off his camera because I mentioned AEW. My bad. Sorry. But we're gonna get right into it. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys for being here tonight. We appreciate you too for being here tonight as well, Tio. I know we've been trying our goddamn butts off to try to get you on the show.
Oh my gosh, bro! The people don't know, bro.
It's tough, but we can definitely have you on at any time, and so can you, Chris. You're more than welcome to join whenever. But
I appreciate it.
We're gonna get things right into it, guys. Make sure to hit that subscribe button down below as hard as you possibly can. Make sure to hit that thumbs up button as well, as it helps the channel out greatly. You guys can also support the channel in any way you can by going to the merchandise store, bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. You guys can go get the For the Brand t-shirt. You guys know how Michael Cole is yelling at the top of his lungs for the brand in that new OTB intro. We made that in an APA style t-shirt for you guys. So For the Brand on bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. And you guys can also go get the Wolfpack t-shirt as well. The OTB Wolfpack t-shirt is officially on that Bonfire link as well. and you guys can go get that for the foreseeable future. And starting tomorrow, I'm going to make the promo code for tomorrow for this upcoming week for the SummerSlam promotion. We are going to be having a SummerSlam promotion, and I'll tell you guys all the details so that you guys can get whatever percentage off that we decide on for those T-shirts, the coffee mug, the tote bags, and anything else that's on our Bonfire store. So go to bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand and its merchandise. And guys, go check out the description down below, as well as you guys can follow all of us on social media. All the TikTok links are down in the description below. Tio, I made a special link for you so that if anybody doesn't follow you on TikTok and Instagram, I found your Instagram, so I found your Instagram too. Put that down there as well. And yeah, if you guys don't follow Tio, go check that out. And yeah, I'm gonna get things started. Apparently, Loft will be right back. I saw his thing in the chat, but we are here and we are going to get things started for the Monday Night Raw post show on Outside the Brand. So we started things off with obviously the Then Now Forever WWE video that leads us into the show every single time, and then we just start things off. I come back from the kitchen and I just see Logan Paul and The Miz just scrapping. We're just already getting into it. We're just fighting it out. And like WWE officials are just pulling them apart. And I'm like, what the hell happened? I just started the show and we're just here. Just automatically kicking things off with a bang. Crazy.
It was great. It was great.
Yeah, I wasn't complaining.
Slow starts, just straight into it. I loved it.
Triple H said, "Yeah, you know what? Hold my beer. I'm gonna get this thing started and show who's the real boss now in WWE." This is just,
yes.
It was just crazy. I did not expect that at all, man. This was just insane.
Not to mention the your daddy's not here to save you anymore line from Roman.
Yeah, we'll get to that Roman thing because that dude. And I know a ton of people were not happy with that line, but man, that brought me to tears. That brought me.
I loved it.
To laughter. I loved it. Oh man. But yeah, it was crazy. We'll get to that Logan and Miz segment too. That happened after all of that. That was god awful. But we'll get there. I want to get Loft's opinion here too. But Chris, we just started off brawling tonight on Raw with The Miz and Logan Paul. We just doesn't even care. I come back from the kitchen and I already see him scrapping.
Gonna be honest, I came home from work a little late today, and since I turned my TV on, Roman was already walking out towards the ring. So,
okay.
I miss Miz and Logan Paul.
Well, I mean, they were just scrapping. So, I mean, it just didn't really start off into anything until we got to the Roman Reigns promo segment, which really started off the show tonight. That was the real big main segment that started off the show tonight. The brawl was just a brawl. But let's talk about that Roman Reigns promo, shall we? I mean, that promo. I mean, what else can I say?
I've said it before, like, for a little bit, Roman didn't feel like Roman. Like, the writing of Roman Reigns didn't feel like Roman. Like, stuff became repetitive a little bit, you know what I'm saying? But tonight, bro, you can tell, like, they upped it. I don't know what, but they, like, off the bat, just throwing shots, like, just, you know, I love the way Roman was written tonight. In that promo, man, he got the crowd involved. Your daddy's not here to save you. Oh, my goodness, bro. That's a promo right there. That's a Roman Reigns promo.
Yeah, so after order was restored from The Miz and Logan Paul brawl, the Undisputed WWE Universal Champion came out to the ring, and the Bloodline made their way out to Monday Night Raw. after an extended entrance, because it just has to be just, I don't know, like 5-10 minutes of just
10-minute
Roman Reigns
entrance.
He was here, and they were standing in the ring. The crowd was just erupting for that. It's Madison Square Garden, so obviously the crowd was going to be hot. Like over 15,000 people in that arena tonight, which is just a great attendance. And they did actually sell out the stadium, which is great. Which I did kind of expect because it is MSG, but they were just erupting for the Bloodline tonight. And Reigns handed the microphone to the wise man, Paul Heyman. Reigns says, "Madison Square Garden, acknowledge me." Of course, you gotta do that entire thing. Reigns tells Heyman that he didn't feel like talking anymore and gives the microphone to him. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Island of Relevancy, where tonight our the microphone then goes out. It just cuts out. And then Heyman says, "Listen, I guess we got a guy that works here from New Jersey tonight." He's like, "Hey, we need your name, your number, and your place of work, because now you're going to be the next one out of here. You're going to be fired." That to me was just like, okay, here we go. We're just firing people right on the spot here. So,
oh yeah.
Heyman says that the sound man, that he needs to be the next one out the door. Heyman then says that we are in the capital of the Island of Relevancy in New York City, with the city hall being Madison Square Garden. This honor has been bestowed upon him by the tribal chief because this Sunday, I guess this Saturday, he meant the Saturday, but he did say Sunday, marks 700 days of the title reign of the head of the table, the GOAT, Roman Reigns. The GOAT, subjective.
We'll let it slide.
Subjective. Admittingly to plays into the hands of the challenger for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship, because he just loves to piss on everyone's parade. Heyman is talking about Brock Lesnar, who ruined the party for Randy Orton. Brock Lesnar, who ruined the party for The Undertaker and his 21-0 streak at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, when John Cena was running around with hustle, loyalty, and respect, who took him to Suplex City to burst his bubble. Brock Lesnar. On Saturday, Lesnar wants to ruin Reigns' party at 699 days. Reigns is tired of Brock Lesnar being tied into his legacy. You think of the Yankees, when you think the Yankees, you think of the Red Sox. You think of Hulk Hogan, you also think of Randy Savage. You think of Stone Cold Steve Austin, you think of The Rock. That's the reason why they mentioned The Rock here. Just so you know. They're sick of Brock Lesnar's name. It's time for Lesnar to go to Saskatchewan and slaughter a bunch of hogs. There you go. Put some little sprinkle in some little legitimacy and realism into that promo right there where he lives nowadays. Heyman says that this is their final match together. Roman's like, it's probably not. It most likely isn't though either. Reigns will finally get rid of Brock Lesnar. This is why his tribal chief has nothing to say tonight. His tribal chief can't stand the sound of the name Brock Lesnar, and Reigns winces upon hearing it. After this Saturday at SummerSlam, Brock will not be able to stand at all. Very good promos so far by Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is a master on the mic, regardless of what you think of the man and how he really has just been portrayed with the tribal chief, and honestly, just the blood on his hole. The man's just amazing at what he does. So Mr. Money in the Bank, Theory, then made his way to the ring, and I'm like, oh God, here we go.
He's been getting bullied.
Huh?
He's been getting bullied a lot, bro. Like it's getting bad for Theory, bro. It's getting bad.
I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it,
bro. Every time I see it, bro, I'm like, this is great. This is great.
It might be A-Town down, but I'm loving it. Okay, I'm loving it. So Theory says that they've forgotten his name. Not only he will win the United States Championship back from Bobby Lashley, but he will also run down to the ring and cash in on Roman Reigns or Brock Lesnar. Theory then says that he will be the new Universal Champion. Reigns then asks if Theory is just going to stop at ringside. If he's going to come into his arena, at least step inside the ring and acknowledge your tribal chief. Theory then gets into the ring with the Bloodline. Reigns laughs at Theory, and he's saying that Theory is looking a little bit nervous tonight. Reigns then says he appreciates that what Theory is trying to do, but he has no idea what to do with that briefcase. Theory needs a wise man, and Reigns will be that guy for him. Reigns tells him to look around and analyze the situation that you are in right now. His daddy isn't here anymore to help him out. This is my ring. And a daddy's boy is... and then a daddy's boy chant just broke out in the arena. Daddy's boy, I'm like, oh my God. That daddy line, like him, like his daddy not here to protect him anymore, that was so good. At first, I didn't realize what it was about. I was in Lost Live for Raw at that time. I'm like, what the heck is this daddy reference? I didn't know what that meant. And then all of a sudden, people were saying it was Vince. I'm like, oh shoot, that's right. Now I get it. I just didn't realize what it was at the time. I was just blanking. But that made so much sense to put out there, and that was just a great thing to just call attention to, because that's exactly what was happening. And then after that, who's your daddy? Followed after with the crowd. I was like, this crowd's gonna be great all night.
Bro, I was like, man, this is tough for Theory. It's tough, but it just showed how good Roman Reigns has gotten, like over the years, bro. The improvement is crazy. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So that was just great to see. So Reigns says that if he keeps messing up, the tribal chief will be his daddy. So there you go. Reigns then runs the garden now. Reigns and Heyman leave. As the Usos leave, Jay hits Theory. And then Theory hits him a few times with the briefcase. Reigns then holds Jay back, and the Bloodline leave without further incident. Like that, we just continue to brawl and brawl and brawl on this show for like the good first 20 minutes of the show. That entire segment was great, and that was a great way to kick off Raw.
Amazing.
Yo, where's Laf at? Where's he at? Where you at? Are you watching Miz and Mrs. again?
Disappeared on this, huh?
It's an ongoing joke in the chat saying that he got taken by the Undertaker. So we'll see if he ever gets back. But yeah, this is just a great way to open up Monday Night Raw. I loved it, and Theory stayed out there because he had a match next with Drew McIntyre, which is a very interesting way to go about things. I did not expect Drew McIntyre to be a guy for Theory out here tonight, but obviously what we got after the fact, it made some sort of sense. But this was not bad.
This is great. This was energetic. It got the show off to a great start, like a hot start, and it's what we needed, especially for the first hour of Raw. The first hour of Raw was just great, in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
And the thing is, Theory really matched up well with Drew McIntyre. I didn't. I didn't truly. It's not that I didn't expect it, but it's just that I didn't really see anything going out of this until I saw what we were really going to get after the sad it was a DQ finish, but what happened after that, I mean, it made sense for what it was. At least the superstars that interfered and everything like that progressed storylines heading into SmackDown and SummerSlam. Yeah.
That was one of the things that I like to see, that stuff was making sense and storylines were progressing. So I'm like, okay, this is already different because it's consistent right?
Yeah. I don't like DQ finishes. I never liked DQ finishes, but at least when it makes sense to possibly get a tag match anyway with storylines progressing, I'm okay with that as long as it progresses. So the match was good though. I mean, Theory and Drew McIntyre, they had their thing going on, and then after a belly-to-belly suplex, McIntyre followed it up with a feature shot DDT and sized him up for the Claymore. But then, once the crowd erupted in boos, things happened. Sheamus, Ridge Holland, and Butch, they got themselves involved and they attacked, and winner by disqualification was Drew McIntyre. Sheamus, Butch, and Ridge Holland take out McIntyre. Sheamus digs a shillelagh into the face of McIntyre, and all of a sudden, Bobby Lashley. I thought Locke was going to come back because he loves his big boy Bob, the big bald boy Bob, Bobby Lashley. But he came out and he assisted Drew McIntyre in taking out the Brawling Brutes and Austin Theory, and it looked like we were going to be getting a tag match at the after the commercial break, which is exactly what happened, where we had Sheamus and Theory taking on Drew McIntyre and the United States Champion Bobby Lashley. Interesting way to go about this here, and that left Ridge and Butch on the outside. But we got what we had here, and we had the ending of the match with Butch getting kicked out of the arena, as well as Ridge Holland to get a hurt lock on Theory, I believe, and that was it. It was a tap out victory, and there we go. Dolph Ziggler actually had an appearance at ringside as well, which distracted Theory to get him inside that hurt lock. So that was pretty cool to see. Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, they were foes in the past, but they had to work together tonight, and they did their thing. But this Dolph Ziggler thing with Theory, I want to see where it goes. I want to know what's happening here.
Right.
Are we getting a match for the briefcase? That's probably... Apparently, I said Theory, and my Theory went off.
That might be the way to go because I don't see him cashing in at SummerSlam. So I say the next pay-per-view. What would be the next pay-per-view after this? Clash at the Castle?
Clash at the Castle, yeah.
So that would be, Matt. I would like to see Austin Theory versus Dolph Ziggler in front of what? 40,000, 30,000, 50,000 people, however big that Clash at the Castle arena is. So Dolph Ziggler versus Austin Theory at Clash at the Castle for the briefcase. I'm ready to see it. I don't mind it.
What's up, Woff? We talked about that Roman segment at first. If you just wanted to hear that first, we'll get into the matches in a second. But that Roman segment, Woff, you're wearing your Acknowledge Me t-shirt for a reason, I think.
I forgot it was under my hoodie. I took my hoodie off and I was like, damn, but it's cool. But that was funny, Chris. I heard you. Yo,
Tyler, what's up, man? Tyler Simpson's here.
There he is. Big Roman fan. Tyler, I hate you. We had 3 aspects of this promo that worked perfectly. Roman, Theory, and the damn crowd. That all 3 of those worked so well with each other. The crowd helped out.
And let's not forget the daddy let's not forget the daddy chants and the Who's Your Daddy stuff.
Yeah.
That was like I was having a conversation with Chris earlier about Roman's best promos. That was one of his best, just working the crowd, working Theory, and just he seemed comfortable in that state. And I think that was like the best part of like the beginning segment. He seemed very comfortable, and I really want Theory to cash in on him at SummerSlam, because I thought of something. I thought of another awesome theory when I was watching the damn show. What was the first match of the night?
Theory and McIntyre before it turned into the tag match.
Okay. Drew McIntyre and Sheamus are having their match on SmackDown, in which we assume Drew McIntyre is going to win.
Most likely, yeah. He's on the poster for the show, so.
Yeah. And whoever wins that match goes to Clash in the Castle to fight the Undisputed Champion.
Right.
I think Theory and Drew McIntyre, because when McIntyre came out, my whole chat was like freaked out, like, whoa, why is he out here? I think that was the most subtle way they could drop the seed of the fact that Theory's going to leave with the championships at SummerSlam, and then Drew and Theory have a match at Clash of the Castle.
That's interesting.
I don't think Drew McIntyre coming out to confront Theory was completely random, because it was random at first. I'm like, why is he here? It's not a person that I think Theory has a feud with, even though it feels like Theory's feuding with everybody. But I think that was the smallest seed. It could go nowhere, but I think that was the smallest seed that Theory is about to cash in, which I've been trying to say for 4 weeks. But I think he's about to do that, and then we might have Theory and Drew at Clash of the Castle. However that goes, whatever. But it's all working perfectly right now. Everything's falling in line.
Theory is leaving with a Burger King job application, says Tyler. You're crazy. You're crazy. What up, Russell Spawn? How are you, my man? Russell Spawn's here. Hey, yo. What up? There's a reason why Roman and Drew are on the poster, though. Wow, that's the only reason why I think it. But I'm not saying that you're wrong. Like I'm not. No. I'm not saying that you can't be like optimistic in that theory. Listen, it's an awesome theory. We all have awesome theories in our lives, but
It's a crazy sentence. That's a crazy sentence right there.
but yeah, I mean, I just feel like there's a reason why they have them on the poster. I want to check out how many seats are in this arena.
What?
Holy crap!
For tonight?
The Clash of the Castle?
78,000.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Holy crap. Are you going to be able to sell that out?
It's in the UK, so I'm not gonna lie. I think they could. The
Half of
UK over there.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. The UK over there. Yeah, the UK. They don't play about that wrestling.
Well, I know the UK crowd is crazy, but
like they got Roman Reigns. That's just one. That's one draw, and then you got Drew McIntyre, like the home country guy. So like,
yeah,
I think they can do it. Not to mention Gunther might be on the card. Other people from the UK might be on the card. Please let
Walter be there, please.
Like I'm telling you,
every wrestling TikTok creator that we know that is in the UK, they're going to that show.
They're going there.
That show is dumb.
And Steve from Street Shoot's gonna be there too. I mean,
people who don't even live in the UK don't. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he doesn't even live there, and he's going. But
that's gonna be a big one.
No, this show is going to be great. It's like I think it's like the first WWE pay-per-view in like over 20 years in the UK, which is like insane to me. But yeah, like this is going to be a great show. And when we had Theory and Drew McIntyre, I didn't think it was going to be meshing up as well as it did, but Theory looked really good against McIntyre.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all. I was hoping they went through it. I didn't want to see a tag match, but tonight was Tag Team Raw, so I mean, it wasn't bad though. I really wish they finished the match though, because I thought Drew was going to win like twice, but it is what it is.
No, all of a sudden Sheamus, Butch, and Holland came into the play, and I'll be like,
Yeah.
I told Tio when you were out for a little bit that like I never like the DQ finishes, but as long as we at least kind of progress the story and it kind of just helps move some things along, I'm not too totally pissed off about it. It did kind of make sense in the grand scheme of things of Sheamus and Drew McIntyre for Friday, and then obviously Theory and Lashley for SummerSlam. Wasn't the best scenario that they could have done, but at least it kind of made sense for the stories getting into this weekend.
Yeah.
But Big Bob was on Raw, man, so you should have been hyped for that. I know you were.
I was screaming. That's my guy right there. Ran out like the word. I was hyped.
You gotta do that intro one more time, bro. Come on now. Who is he?
It's the biggest Bob you ever saw, man. That's Big Bob. You know how big he is? Bro. Chat. That's the biggest Bob you ever saw. You saw how big he was when he ran out? Bro, that's a lot of you know a whole bunch of Bobs in life. You will never see one as big as that Bob was. That's Big Bob. Shut up, Chris. It's a big Bob right there.
Love.
He's big and he's bald. He's the angriest milk dud you ever seen in your whole life. And that's Big Bob right there. You know what it is? Come on, Sam. You know what it is.
Oh, come on. Say the milk though line. Come on.
No pause on that statement. It's crazy.
I'm sort of, I can't.
You can't do that one? Okay, that's fine. Yeah, but that's your well, I'm pretty you follow us, so I'm pretty sure you heard that statement before.
I thought it was a one-time thing. The time when I seen it the first time, I thought it was a one-time thing. But no, he does it all the time.
No, that's his entire thing is nonstop. Yeah. Anytime Lashley's here, it's just the biggest Bob you've ever seen.
Bob right there, man.
So yeah, this was. It was just a great, fast-paced first hour of the show, which honestly, that's like been one of the greatest first hours of Raw I've seen in quite some time, and that's huh?
In like 5 years, I feel like I usually hate the opening hour of this show.
It definitely has to be damn near. So good. It was so good. So, Lashley won with the Hurt Lock. So there you go. It's just what it is. It's just
hurt on. Check down in 2 seconds.
Yeah. So McIntyre and Lashley, they celebrate in the ring. Theory goes to the ramp and holds up his Money in the Bank briefcase because obviously he's still Mr. Money in the Bank. He has to just still rub it in our faces. Theory then turns around and gets a double super kicked by the Usos. And Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman walk out to the stage. Reigns puts the briefcase on Theory and warns him to make the right decision at SummerSlam. Meaning, don't cash in, otherwise I'm just going to kick your ass. So
I loved this, man. I'm loving how Roman Reigns is being written tonight. His writing was off the wall. He was like that leader of a group that just like he knows what he's capable of. So he's gonna laugh in your face. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna play with you. Like it was great, man. It's given like that 2020 Roman Reigns. That's how that feels. Like Roman Reigns hasn't felt like this in a while.
100% agree, man. The 2020 version of the whole Tribal Chief thing was freaking unstoppable. That felt like 2020 right there. And the thing is, I scroll and also talk all the time, and man, a ton of people were pissed off at that part of the show alone. And I'm like, listen, who's Riddle's daddy at this point? I mean, it's definitely Roman. So you're just going to have to accept it. And
oh my gosh.
I'm like, you're just going to have to accept it. And we'll see this Saturday what happens. But yeah, that was just great. We then had a video package of the legendary career for Rey Mysterio. Beautifully done video package, as they always do for when it comes to these celebrations. WWE are the best when it comes to this type of stuff. And nobody can really dispute that.
Yeah. We can do that right.
Mm-hmm. So footage is shown earlier on today of Rey Mysterio coming down to Madison Square Garden with his family and will celebrate the Mysterios. Next, Aaliyah was shown.
Oh Lord. Here we go. Here we go.
Angie was shown, and obviously Dom was here.
I don't care about that. Man.
Yeah, fuck Dom. Fuck Dominic Mysterio.
Bro. Aaliyah, bro. Oh my God.
Here we go.
I was hype.
Control yourself.
Now, guys, we all know usually that these either championship celebrations or 20-year celebrations or pretty much any type of celebration when it comes to a superstar within the company don't go off without a hitch. For some reason, and I actually sort of liked it, this one went off without a hitch until we went back to the locker room. Then we got some things going down. I like it though. I like that we just had a moment to breathe and just celebrate with Rey Mysterio. This was great.
I do have to speak on one part that I didn't care for entirely. The match after the promo,
Yes.
Judgment Day getting pinned. Not a big fan of that.
Yeah.
I did like the backstage segment when Rhea came back. I feel like if they took the match out of that whole, because the match didn't really have to be there. They could have just had the promo, Rey go backstage, and then they have the beatdown with the Judgment Day. That would have been better. You didn't have to pin
And that could have set up for SummerSlam anyway, which
yes,
would have been great.
Yeah. Also, no Edge. I didn't.
No Edge.
We got to get
no Edge.
Wow.
I'm trying to tell y'all, Edge ain't come. I told everyone before, Edge was not coming tonight. That shit was never.
Yeah, wait till Saturday. We got the.
You said what?
You gotta wait.
Exactly, bro.
You gotta wait. And I'm fine with waiting. That's fine.
Raw is not the one. Saturday. I'm trying to tell you.
But come on, Locke. Usually none of these things never go out without a hitch. Until that locker room part, I was like, wait a second. Wow, we didn't get anything. I was just shocked.
Bro, I was so scared because Dom was pacing. I was like, he looked like he was nervous. And I was like,
he looked mad. He had like a mad look on his face, which I was like, what's happening here? And I'm like, oh man, I think we're actually going to get it. And then it didn't happen. I was like, damn. But yeah, I like the slow build to it. If Dom's going to turn heel, let it be a slow one. Let it be a slow burn. We've been trying to get some type of, I don't know, something, some kind of edge, no pun intended, for Dominic. Because Dominic, you look at him, he's just stale. He doesn't have anything to him that's really going to kind of gravitate towards somebody. But if you have something with him possibly joining Judgment Day, it wouldn't be that big. It wouldn't be too bad of an idea. And then when we had all of this happen, we had the Mysterio promo talking about his legacy, how all these superstars like Kurt Angle, Batista, obviously Eddie Guerrero, they influenced his career, and how Dominic's going to be carrying on the legacy of the Mysterio family for years to come. I'm like, come on, there's got to be something going on here. There's got to be something going on here to the fact that where it's just not going to go off that easy. And then,
bro, Dominic to put some bass in his voice. He was like, "Yeah, Dad, I love this, Dad." I'm like, "Bro, put some, you know what I'm saying?"
You're like over 20 years old, bro. Like you haven't.
I love you, Dad. I'm like, bro, come on, now. You gotta be on Judgment Day on Saturday. You gotta be angry. You gotta talk like Damien. You know what I'm saying?
The one thing that I hated, and Byron, I'm talking to you here. I'm talking to Byron Saxon. Byron Saxon, before the commercial break, when Judgment Day kind of like surrounded the ring, Byron Saxon said before it faded to commercial break Mysterios versus the Judgment Day next on Monday Night Raw. Don't say that.
Damn,
Don't say that. Don't say that. No, don't say that. Because what would have happened if the Mysterio, they just had their promo, all that type of stuff, the Judgment Day show up out of the crowd and they surround the ring and it just randomly fades to commercial break. That leaves us to believe, that leaves us to thinking, what's going to happen next? What is happening right now in that arena while we can't see it? That would have been so much easier to say, oh my God, anything can happen on this show. Yeah, sure. If we went back to if we went back from commercial and we just saw a tag match, it's like, oh, okay, sorry. But if we just didn't get to hear that announcement of like, oh my God, tag team match next, it would have been so much better off for me knowing that like anything can happen under this Triple H version of Raw. Sometimes you just don't need match announcements before a commercial break. Otherwise, what's really the appeal of saying anything can happen in WWE? Because you know they say that.
I see your point, I guess. I see your point, I guess. I think I didn't care because first of all, it's 2-on-2. It was 2 in the ring, 2 came out, so I assumed it was a tag match, and they announced it last week. So
yeah, I assumed it was a tag match too, but I'm like, just
I see what you're
let
saying,
it breathe. I just like letting moments breathe, so I just didn't want Byron to say, oh yeah, here we go, tag match, let's do this thing. No, let it breathe.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I definitely thought they were gonna attack them before he said something.
Yeah, I thought it was
they just go in there and attack.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we had that. So then we had a Mysterio's, the video packages for the, for the Mysterious figure. Loft, Chris, you guys did some investigating, and things happened. Things happened. It still says "I am coming too," and then whatever happens. So we'll see where that goes from there. That's going to be something interesting for sure.
That was weird. They showed the old one. They didn't show. I expected them to show a new one. They showed the same one again. So I was like, I didn't. I don't know, but maybe it's on purpose. I don't know.
The Dolph is backstage with Kevin Patrick next, and up comes walking, and Kevin Patrick catches up with him to ask why he is targeting Theory. Ziggler then says that he thinks that he needs to teach him a lesson. AJ Styles then walks up and says that, listen, I like what you're doing right now. I have an opportunity to do something. Chad Gable and Otis then shoosh them. And Gable says that they can beat the jealousy out of them tonight. Styles then asks if that was their way of challenging them to a tag match. Gable says, oh my gosh, I like that you actually figured that out by yourself for once. Otis and them are challenging them at the Garden, Madison Square, and they accept. That was just a very weird way
That made me so mad.
for Otis to speak, but that was cool.
At the Square, Madison Square. I was like, bro.
At the Garden, Madison Square.
Shut up, bro. I hate when he talks. I'm sorry. I hate when Otis talks. He cannot talk for his life, bro.
So yeah, this was So yeah, they had all that stuff. The Mysterios won that match, by the way. Like Tia was mentioning before, they pinned the Judgment Day. They did like a double 619 at one point in the match, and then it was Eddie Guerrero tributes here and there. Finn tried to do one, and it was unsuccessful because the referee was still distracted. Rey then did one. It worked, but before the referee could do the disqualification, the 619s came around. The Guerrero shimmy, and then the frog splash for the win. 1, 2, 3. We have a video of the ESPYs, so we saw Cody Rhodes on the show tonight, which is great. I love Cody. Hi, Cody.
I miss him so much, bro.
Okay, Cody won an ESPY, so good for him. I like him. And then we had Bianca Belair on Raw. I like Bianca, but this promo tonight, I don't know what it was about this promo tonight, but she just seemed a bit off.
I missed this
or
promo.
She was just way too hyped for it.
But I feel like, I don't know. I said this and people disagree with me to the utmost, but I feel like it might be time for a Bianca Belair heel turn, like to do something along the lines of a switch your character a little bit. I mean, Bianca's great. She's great. But
wait, what? You're actually for that?
Yes.
You're for it?
Yes.
A heel turn with Bianca?
I'm
not
shocked,
gonna lie, bro.
Actually,
I'll tell you this. Hey, chat. I'm telling you, bro. Heel Bianca is better than face Bianca. If you've seen her in the NXT days, you would know.
When I did my video of like who's better, Liv and Bianca. Thank you Tio for that suggestion when I was texting you about the idea. And I had heel as Bianca Belair. Everybody in the comments was like, when the hell was Bianca ever a heel? And every time I replied, NXT days.
Wow.
Look at her NXT days. Black and gold days, yeah. And I'm like, how do people not know that she was a heel at least all this time? She is a way better heel than the babyface by far.
Yeah.
And it's not even really her fault when it comes to just the way things are being portrayed for her as a babyface right now. But Lop, you said that on numerous occasions that once she is tied down to one specific person, it is hard to do different things with Bianca Belair.
They got to end it at SummerSlam in 20 seconds. Not 26, not 20. Walk in there, bam, 1, 2, 3, end it. You know what I'm saying? And then
I love that.
Move this on. Because if I had my, all right, let me say what he says. I had that underlying feeling that maybe they would pull the Becky card again before Friday. Now I know that Vince's influence is off, and I know Triple H loves Becky too, but I don't think that he is going to throw Bianca to the side just to put Becky over when he knows that she was just champion. I'm hoping that he understands that we also have a freaking Bianca and Rhea feud that we haven't done because Rhea's hurt or was hurt. So we got to go with that first. You know what I'm saying? I think we move on to that as far as Clash of the Castle goes. And you know what I'm saying?
Clash of the Castle, man.
Wait a second. Wait. Where's Rhea from again?
Australia.
Oh, god dang. Oh. I guess you can still kind of work that in there. If we had Rhea and Bianca at Clash of the Castle, I don't think it would be that bad.
Yeah.
I mean, she's from Australia, so it doesn't totally make sense for a UK pay-per-view, but you can try to work that in there. But no, I mean, we're supposed to get this at SummerSlam if it wasn't for her head injury, whatever it was. But yeah, Loft, you're 100% right in saying that when you're pretty much tying somebody to one person all this time, there's really not much you can do. But I'm shocked that you think that you think a heel turn is going to be right for her. I'm shocked because I know you love Bianca so much.
She could be a heel and I still love her. You know what I'm saying? It's better. It's better. What's up?
I feel she'll be more dominant as a heel. Like her character will work literally more as a heel. Bring the black tights back, the black attire back, the black lipstick back. Oh, it'll be amazing, bro. I'm telling you, heel Bianca.
Her cadence and promos will be 10 times better because tonight in the promo off, I don't know if you got this or not, but she was just way too fast. Like she didn't give anything to breathe. She's like, oh yeah, I'm the fastest, strongest, blah 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 blah.
They gotta rewrite her script. They have to rewrite her script, or just let her go out there and talk. Because that whole catchphrase thing, it's not. You don't gotta say that every time. It's not.
Slow down, it's not.
It's probably because she knew that she wasn't gonna be out there for a while. Like the brawl was about to start, but at the same time, it's just like it was kind of off sync, I guess. My phone.
So she made her way down to the ring, and before she could even say a word, Becky Lynch's music hit, and I'm like, oh, fucking hell. Jesus Christ. What the hell are you doing here? Huh?
I was so mad. See, I heard about it.
She just raises her mic, and then fucking, whoa. Shut the fuck up. Go home. Go home. Go to your kid. Go to your kid, please. So she makes her way to the ring, and she's just dressed in all white, whatever the fuck that outfit was. This outfit was atrocious. and listen, guys, listen, you're 100% right in saying this, Corbin. I'm going to highlight your comment just because you are 100% right in saying it. It's mid-time. Vex. Mid-time Vex is here, baby. It's just what happens. She says, welcome to Big Time, but Belair cuts her off. We all know that Lynch has the biggest mouth, but she didn't come to NYC to listen to her. So she is the strongest, the roughest, the toughest, and the quickest. Lynch then goes on to talk, but Belair cuts her off again and says, the greatest and the best. Lynch then attacks Belair, just fuck it, just mollywops her in the face. And then they brawl in the ring. Lynch then goes for a manhandle slam, but Belair fights it off and knocks her back. Belair then lifts her for a KOD, but Lynch then gets on the apron and pulls Bianca's braid over the top rope, and she just falls to the floor the freaking hard way, man. That was just ridiculously rough and honestly really unsafe, but that's just what they did. And then WWE referees and officials came out to break it up. This was just honestly not even needed. I understand what they were trying to do. I understand they were trying to do like the last selling point for their feud, but this was not needed at all.
I would even took it like a backstage. Those sit down backstage, like not even those sit down interview promos. Like I would have taken that like
the split screen interviews where it's just like, oh yeah, like Jimmy Smith just asking them both a question and everything like that, and then all of a sudden one of them just storms off because they get pissed off or whatever because Jimmy Smith asked a stupid question or whatever. Yeah, like like even that would have taken that. That would have been suffice. It's just why'd you have to pull the braid down the freaking hard way, bro? That was just totally unsafe and wrong. Like, you're muted again,
bro. She can't. Don't touch the hair. She's touching the hair. I don't like her, bro. She on hard direction.
For the longest time, though, before like everything happened at SummerSlam, remember when they were teasing the fact, oh my gosh, she's gonna cut her braid? I honestly thought that was gonna happen. I thought we were not gonna have Bianca's braid anymore. That was...
Oh, man, that would be crazy.
That was a disgusting time, and I know people would be pissed off at that.
Mm-hmm.
Because then we can't get the hair whip anymore, and if we can't get the hair whip to the midsection, what else can we get with Bianca? So it honestly is her entire personality. other than saying EST in almost every single winner in her promo, her braid is her identity and persona.
Yeah.
So yeah, we then had a replay shown of Alexa Bliss and Asuka beating Doudrop and Nikki ASH 2 weeks ago on Raw. Cool. But it set up a match between Alexa Bliss and Doudrop next. And Alexa Bliss is backstage. Sarah Schreiber asks her about her upcoming match. Bliss says that she doesn't understand why Doudrop and Nikki are friends, because they don't really compliment each other and they don't really have anything to do with each other. Bliss, you are legitimately saying everything when it comes to some of the tag teams in this division or any of the women's tag teams that happened in the previous tag team division.
You would think she's us.
Yeah, like you're legitimately saying what the WWE fans have been, screaming for. since like the WWE's inception of the women's tag team division. But that's what happens. Then she said that, listen, at the end of the day, me hanging out with Lily doesn't even truly make sense, but at least we have each other. Lily even makes her own money because she's like the #1 seller on WWE Shop, which I completely, I don't know if that's true or not. If she's the #1 seller on WWE Shop,
it's true. It's true.
It is true.
You're buying them Lily dolls for hundreds, bro. That's just true. Go look.
So you're telling me no. Wait, like a category? Because there's no way they're selling more than like Bloodline T-shirts. There's just no way.
Those Lily dolls are the most. Well, they're the most sought after item on that website.
They can't. There's no way they're selling more than a Roman Reigns gauntlet. Like I don't know.
Please go look. Go look.
I have to check. I have to check that because that's.
I'm gonna look that up right now. Actually,
it's right there. It's all right there.
That's actually pretty impressive. I'll give it to him.
It was like you know what those dolls are like. Those dolls are like when Rey Mysterio had the little kids buying the mask and he used to do the thing with them, like put the head against.
Oh,
everyone was buying those masks. Everyone is buying those dolls. Every little girl in that crowd had a doll.
Wow. Oh, okay. See, so when you put it like that, okay.
Oh, you thought like the grown men were buying them?
No. Well, hey, man, hey.
Listen, bro. Do your thing. I mean, you know.
Well, I know. My friend's sister has one.
Yeah, everybody has one. I'm trying to tell you. You have a daughter that watches wrestling. Wow. She wants the doll.
Yeah.
I didn't know. About
and I know Steve has one too. Steve has one. At first it was for her daughter. It was for his daughter, but then all of a sudden it kind of just became a thing in his background for videos and things like that. So it just kind of became a thing. But yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that it's not like a top selling item, but I just didn't think it would be #1.
Go look.
I did look. It is, but I just didn't think that. Wow. So she says that she is the #1 seller on WWEshop.com. What says that she is also going to be #1 when she is going to be dominating this women's division in the future. It doesn't matter if it's Becky Lynch or Bianca Belair at SummerSlam. She's coming for the winner. And I'm fine with that.
Yes.
I'm fine with that. At least it's somebody new.
About the same 3, 4, 5 women.
Facts.
I'm not gonna lie, man. We are approaching, like, it's almost time for an NXT 2.0 call up from some women.
Yes.
We need some new people.
Oh, Lop has some.
No. Because I know what he's gonna say. And I know who he's gonna say. No,
it's time to play the game.
No.
So, okay. Are there any other prospects that you think would be ready for a call? Any other prospects for a call-up ready?
You asking Lof, what do you think, man?
That's for you.
Oh, me?
Any other prospects other than we know the one that you think of, but any other ones?
Tiffany Stratton and Toxic Attraction.
Okay.
That's about it. Right now. I'll say. Wait.
Toxic Attraction, yes. Come on now. Yes.
Tiffany Stratton, Toxic Attraction. I'll throw Roxanne in there. I think. Yeah, I'll throw her in there. I think she's more than ready for that. And yeah, that's about it. And Jakara. They don't. Jakara wrestled like twice on Level Up, and they don't. She's usually with Mello in like their little backstage promo things.
Tyler says Sharpay Evans.
Tiffany Stratton's fire. I know they call it, bro. Tiffany Stratton's nice.
Honestly, she has been impressing the hell out of me, so it's not totally out of the realm. But Toxic Attraction is an easy choice,
bro. He didn't even have to say her name. People in the comments just know. That's crazy, Love. That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? What's known doesn't need to be explained. You know what it is.
I wouldn't be proud. I wouldn't be. Or whatever. You know what? Do your thing, Love. Do your thing.
Thank you, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Thank you.
Toxic Attraction is an easy choice.
I can name like 20 men that need to be called up, man. Oh my goodness.
Oh, the men.
It's a lot of people.
There's countless men in NXT that could be called up at any moment. Now, just going back to Triple H for a second, we don't know if there's anything for creative-wise when it comes to Triple H and NXT again. As of right now, it's only for Raw and SmackDown as far as we are aware of. But if it happens, if Triple H does get his hands back on NXT at some point with Shawn Michaels, with this group of superstars, I told this to Loff earlier, I know he doesn't really want to touch all that much, but Triple H can easily help those guys in many ways than one because of what he did with Black and Gold. Oh, and for Aiden, Jesus Christ, thank you. Io Shirai, Jesus Christ, Io.
Oh, she's still.
Io Shirai, what the hell? Yes, yeah, she's still in NXT.
That's what I was saying. She's still here.
At least as far as we're aware of, yeah.
Man, if only Dakota Kai stayed for a couple more months, man.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware of, Io Shirai is still here. Let me look that up again.
I heard
if she is, then yes, you obviously call her up.
I heard a little bit ago that she wasn't too happy, but I haven't seen her in a while.
He'll sign a new contract. She's on SmackDown? For real?
A SmackDown contract?
That was never announced, but so after War Games, Shirai, Team Akura, Jay, blah 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 blah. Kizzy Gangaro, Wendy Chu, blah 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 blah. Shirai and Rey were then decided to challenge Mandy for the NXT Women's Championship at Stand Deliver instead of challenging for the tag titles for Gigi and JC. They were unsuccessful in winning the titles. Then she was out with an injury. Oh, so she's been injured. No wonder why we haven't seen her.
Okay.
No wonder why. Yeah, we'd like to see a source, though, if that SmackDown thing happened. But as far as we are aware from what's been happening, she's been injured. That's why we haven't seen it. So then we come back from commercial break after Alexa. This is before the Alexa match with Doudrop, but Rey Mysterio is being tended by medical staff, and Finn Balor and Damian Priest walk up, but Dominic Mysterio makes them back. Rhea Ripley is then blindsiding Rey and laughs and wishes him a happy 20 years. Freaking love everything about the attack afterwards and the locker room and everything like that. Just a great thing.
Might have only when that scream when Aaliyah got in Rhea's face. I was ready for
that was
Aaliyah.
Crazy.
That's hot, bro.
Oh my god!
I'm posting my reaction to that later on. Bro, I was freaking out. I thought Aaliyah was about to crack her. I was, oh my god. Oh.
Does that tease for some reason her being in the ring? Because I don't
long-term
know.
Booking, bro. It's long-term storytelling.
Has she even been training?
No, I don't think she wants to wrestle, but bro, you know how that is, bro. Remember when Aaliyah and Murphy had that really weird angle?
And let's not. Murphy did tweet tonight, so
yeah, Murphy's dating Rhea. Murphy already had the angle with Aaliyah. That's long-term storytelling from the game right there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, well yeah, Rhea and Murphy are together. So
yes.
My goodness, love.
They are together, Tio. If you didn't know that.
Oh, I know. The way he's connecting the dots is just it's hilarious.
I'll connect the mad dots.
I want to look.
Wow. Put Loft in the right room, man. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting for that my whole lifetime. Come on, man.
Yo, Loft, what since Vince is gone, what are you like the skits? Like, who are you gonna be talking to now in the skits?
I don't know.
No more Vince.
I got my last one playing. I didn't film it yet, but I got my last one done. So
is that just like the ending of the Vince calling you?
yeah.
Imagine if he do like a series finale where it's like he's finally gone. Oh, thank God! Like just a celebration episode. Oh my goodness!
Unless Triple H makes an appearance in the office.
Oh, it's gonna be the best one I ever made. I'm really excited about it. So
I can't wait to see it, bro. I love those skits.
I'm really excited. Thank you, though.
Buddy Matthews is an absolute dog, though. If you've seen the tweet,
what do you say?
I'll let them fight for my custody in a ladder match.
Oh, jeez, that's disgusting. That is revolting.
That's good. That's good.
That guy's crazy.
You can't be mad at that. That's good.
Matthews, man. At least you're still trying to keep the kayfabe alive. That's all I'm saying.
Him in the house watching Raw is hilarious to me. That's funny.
I wonder what Malachi Black and Brody King are going to have to say after that.
That was segment of the night right there. That whole backstage celebration thing. That was segment of the night.
Okay,
that
calm
was
down.
great.
Whoa. Segment of the night?
Yes. What was better?
Whoa. Segment of the night?
Yes.
It was good.
Yes.
But come on,
I
man.
don't know if I
Nothing
can-
beats that daddy. Nothing beats daddy.
Yeah, I don't know if I can
No
put it over
fault.
that Roman.
Don't ever
I don't
tell
know
me
if I can put it over
nothing beats
Roman
that.
segment.
Don't ever say to me again. Don't ever say-
Nothing beats the daddy promo. How about that?
Nah, Aaliyah getting in Rhea's face, that definitely beats that. That, bro.
I don't know about that, bro.
When you see how bad, bro, when you see how bad I popped when that happened, you'll know why I'm saying that.
I think you were the only one that popped that much.
I
I
know.
don't know.
I know I was. I know I was the only person in the world who was screaming. Oh, bro. I like that.
I will be completely honest, though. This Alexa and Piper Nevin, Dewdrop, whatever you really call her, match is completely pointless. It didn't really serve any kind of purpose. But, I mean, Alexa got the win, which I guess is all that matters. She countered a Dewdrop scoop slam, I guess, into a DDT, and that's how she got the win. So, it happened. That's all. I don't know what this really sets up. As long as, Alexa got the win and she can possibly be getting that next Raw Women's Championship opportunity, I guess that's all that matters. Just didn't really mean much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, AJ Styles is backstage with Logan Paul. So here we are. Hi, Logan.
Bro.
What up, buddy?
Hey.
Styles says that, listen, I like what you're doing. Doesn't mean that I actually like you. I don't know you that much. But just do us all a favor and shut the Miz up at SummerSlam. Then they fist bump, and then that's it. It's time for Impulsive TV.
Yay.
Impulsive.
The
TV.
worst segment of the night.
Yes, by far.
Yes.
By far.
By a mile.
Yes.
Lawful will agree with you on that. It was, and it definitely was.
Except for Maurice.
Maurice was terrible.
Here we
Maurice
go.
was terrible.
Here we go.
Maurice was the reason why it was terrible.
Yeah.
How come Maurice came out?
I don't know what it was, man. They just wasn't feeling this tonight. I don't know.
They didn't have chemistry on the mic at all together.
Yeah.
It's like they just didn't even, they didn't even like practice or rehearse what they were going to say tonight. And I know English is not Maurice's first language. I get that. Like I wasn't expecting like a 5-star promo, but I think the actual stuttering of the word genitalia was real. I don't think that she just knew how to say that, and she just kept stuttering.
I didn't think about that. Now that you say it, yeah, that might have been real. Wow. Yeah. Now that you say it, because like that's
if
kind of
anything, they really could have just worked out something better for her to say.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Man.
I mean, that's exactly what I first thought of. And the thing is, Byron even said it on commentary. English is not her first language, so obviously she's having a little bit of an issue. But they could have done something. That's all I'm saying.
Also, the testicles thing, like this needs to stop. I don't know. Like
It's not a thing, says Maurice, but it clearly is.
Jeez, it needs to stop, man. Like when Riddle was doing it, you know what I'm saying? It was, it was digestible, but when everyone else starts doing it, it just turns hokey. I don't know.
Triple H, listen, I understand you just had to kind of keep the ball rolling with the whole thing because I mean Vince already went through with it, for weeks, pretty much months upon end when it comes to the Miz and this whole ball situation. So I understand you try to, continue the, aspect of all that. But let's end it at SummerSlam, please. We don't need to hear about Mrs. Balls the entire rest of the year. Stop.
He's most likely going to. Vince left Triple H with a big mess to clean up with a bunch of stuff.
At least for that. At least for that, yes.
Yeah.
So hopefully he ends it. Hopefully he ends that.
That's fair.
At least for this. Yeah, at least for this storyline, yes. He can fix anything else. I don't have a problem with him fixing anything else. This is just a complete mess.
Yeah.
Then after that, I really don't know what happens with Logan. I really don't. I don't know what happens from here. I don't know if he just goes away until like the next big pay-per-view or what. But
I don't know. In my opinion, it'd make more sense for him to be like a commentator than a wrestler because like he could have like the Pat McAfee role, but I don't like, I guess I don't see Logan Paul wrestling on Raw every week, but then again, I said the same thing about Ronda back when she started wrestling. I said the same thing about a lot of people that wrestle every week now. So I guess we'll see where that goes. But I don't see how far Logan goes as of right now.
Because it is a multi-year deal. It is. But we don't know how many dates. That's the thing.
I feel like he's just gonna go up for like big pay-per-views, in my opinion.
That's where he only should be.
Just give it like a boost. Like maybe if Roman's not on the card, then Logan Paul's probably not gonna be on the card. Like probably that. I don't know.
And here's the thing, Tyler, you're bringing up a good point. Loff, you mentioned that, I believe, a couple of weeks ago, him bringing in Jake.
They're gonna have the brother versus brother match at WrestleMania.
Jesus Christ! Don't do it. Don't do it.
I'm trying to tell you. Well, actually, all right. I thought that when Vince was still there. I'm not sure if Triple H would go through with that, but listen, it's always there. If they still
WrestleMania,
anything,
WrestleMania 39 is shaping up to be pretty good though. Like the matches that I can imagine, I see them doing.
That's the main event, bro.
That's not. Well,
that's not. That's not. Stop.
Nah, we're pushing. Okay, relax.
It's a 50-minute Iron Man match. Logan versus Jake, bro.
Relax.
The Universal Undisputed.
Relax.
You know, Triple H and Stephanie watch this show now. It's no longer Vince because.
Think about it though. Think about it. We got Rock and Roman, rumored. We got the Ronda and Becky match. We got I hope they do Cena and Theory at Mania. We got a lot of matches that they could do. I'd even take Owens and Zayn versus the Usos at Mania, in my opinion. I take that. Like, I take a lot of matches. It'd be Seth and Cody. Like, there's a lot of matches.
Yeah.
Seth and Cody, please. I know we had that like 3-4 times already, but please. But yeah, this debut of Impulsive TV was rough. It was just rough. So he comes out to a very, very lukewarm reaction. There was not really much of anything here. Paul greets the crowd and says that his brother will be fighting in Madison Square Garden next weekend. And the crowd does.
Boo.
Who cares?
Just boo. Paul says that we're at Monday Night Raw for the debut of Impulsive TV. It's just like Miss TV, but people actually watch. Sure. No one cares. Paul then says that he wants to finish what he started earlier on with The Miz. So he challenged Miz to come out there to brawl once again. Miz then doesn't come out. Paul says that he probably is backstage shivering and with his tiny shriveled prunes. That was just lame. That was lame. So then Maurice's music hits, and Olaf is freaking out.
Yeah.
She comes out here. And she has a purse that looked like 2 disco balls, but we all knew what they were insinuating.
Yeah.
And Tia's just like, why the fuck did this make air? Why the fuck did this make air on television? The purse was disgusting. Oh no, he disconnected. Shit.
Damn.
Let's see if we can get him back. But we know what they were trying to insinuate here, off. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
That was very subtle indeed. No.
That's it, bro.
There he is. I didn't get back now, or at least trying to. Never see it.
It's like a little circle.
Yeah. I'm gonna put him backstage for now until it shows up again. There we are.
There we go.
They're back. Oh.
Never mind.
Circle again. One time we have him on the show. And it's time to go deal these. Not his fault, I know. It's crazy out here. Luke Skywalker's just laughing at us. Now, oh God, wait a second. There are 2 TOs here. Okay.
I'm back. Okay.
Yes. There we go. Cool. So Maurice's music hits. She had the purse with the 2 disco balls, but obviously Tio, Chris, Wap, we knew what they were trying to insinuate the second we saw that make the air. It was very subtle. It's very subtle, and that's what they were trying to do. No, it wasn't. It wasn't subtle at all. They said, yeah, balls right there. Crazy. She's like, listen, I don't like you talking about Ms. and Mrs., which airs after Monday Night Raw, double episode. You guys are not going to want to miss it. Lop was probably watching it the entire time. She then says that she isn't happy with Logan Paul mentioning her kids at all. When did he mention her kids?
I don't know.
He never did.
I thought that was like a really weird ball joke, and I'm like, huh?
He never mentioned her kids at all. He never mentioned Monroe, and he never mentioned. Wait, who's the other one? Madison. Never mentioned Monroe and Madison at all.
I'm so weird. Why do I know that?
Because you're like. Here's the thing. You know how Megan is with Roman and Seth? You're like that with Miss and Maurice. I swear. Like. You're like Megan to Roman as you are to her to Miz. Like it's crazy.
Okay.
Megan is like that with Roman. You're like that with Maurice. It's crazy. Okay.
Maurice, you know what I'm saying?
And I know Megan's probably going to be watching it back, and I just called her out on the podcast. But listen. Megan knows that she's like that, so she probably won't even. She's like, all right, fair. And Nikita easily. that's an obvious choice. But
Jesus Christ. Jesus. Don't get him started.
A lot has changed the last time you've been here, bro. A lot has changed.
A lot. Jesus.
No, everything's still the same.
Some for the worse. Some for the worse.
Everything is still the same. I'm the same person.
It's honestly been this way for a long time. It's just that Laf has been pretty tame with you being here. Now he's just letting it all out.
Oh yeah.
Letting go loose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So she said, like, listen, I never mentioned anything about your kids, but then she has trouble saying the word genitalia. So she just doesn't, and she just says her men's package. It's not only even a language barrier. Well, actually, no, that is what it's called. Yeah, it's a language barrier. It's not her first language. So she just had problems, and she just tried to go in a different direction. Maurice then talks about the average size of a man's testicles for some strange reason. And then, and she says that Moose fits those parameters. Paul is then confused and who actually measures their own testicles. This is just bad at this point.
It went back to his face. He was just horrified. His face was so funny.
I guarantee you guys, they did not rehearse at all what they were going to say. Or something had to have happened backstage to where there was some kind of translation issue. Like, all right, this is going to be your promo, and then this is what happened tonight. Like nothing happened the way I don't think it was supposed to, though. Winston comes out and says that he measures his balls all the time. I'm like, great, good job. I didn't need to know that.
Odd information.
It's a crazy subject.
And Paul says that he wants to just throw down, but all Miz wants to do is talk. Maurice then slaps Paul in the face. I thought with the way it sounded, it didn't even sound like his face. It sounded like she just slapped the mic and
yeah.
I thought she did slap the mic. That's what
No, apparently apparently it was the face.
Oh man.
But
no, they cut the camera.
A pretty bad slap.
I was like, what the? He's like,
but the thing is, he still had the mic in his hand. So obviously she didn't slap it hard enough to slap it out of his hand.
Or he didn't move the mic quick enough.
Or he just didn't let go, or what? Like, it was just so bad. Like, it just went off the rails real quick. And then all of a sudden we had Tommaso Ciampa. He attacked Paul from behind, and then he tried to fight back, but then Miz and Ciampa on a 2-on-1 assault. I just didn't understand this. And the thing is, with AJ talking to Paul in the back before, I thought AJ was somehow just going to get involved because of Miz and AJ's from the past and all that stuff, possibly doing something. But then all of a sudden we saw the tag match between AJ and Dolph anyway. So it would have kind of fit if AJ kind of went in there to save Paul, but it didn't really do anything afterwards, I guess. But this was just a completely terrible segment, and like Tio said, the worst segment of the night by far.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry, Laf, but we just don't need Maurice on television. We don't.
We talking about Wii.
Yes, Nintendo. Wii. Yes. Nintendo Wii.
You don't. I do.
We don't need her on television. She didn't add anything to the match at SummerSlam.
Yes, she did.
What did she add?
You want me to tell you for real?
Yeah, for real. Like, what did she add?
Stuttering.
You don't want me to tell you. What'd you say?
Huh?
Stuttering.
I didn't say anything.
Okay.
I didn't say anything.
My fault.
I didn't say anything.
No, but seriously, what did she add to this match at SummerSlam?
You don't want me to say that.
Say it.
No, I'm gonna say something, and then you're gonna hate when I say it. So just go. I want to say it, but I'm not going to.
I want to hear this.
Say it. Like I'll mute myself. I'll mute.
Bro, no, don't do that. Come back. Come back.
Hey, you got the floor now, Love.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it now because I know how this plays out. I've done it before.
Go ahead and say it, bro.
I'm not saying nothing, bro. I thought about it. I can't say what I want to say, so I'm gonna just let it go.
Can you always type in the private chat or in the comments? Like
I'll tell you later. I just can't say it now. Speech. No speech. I'm not. No. These are recorded episodes. No.
And Luke Skywalker's like, nah, bro, you gotta say it. Josh is like, well, just fucking say it. Like,
no, all y'all are good. No. You're so bad. No.
Listen, for all you guys, if you stay here, Loft will type it in the live chat after the show's off the air as well, okay? That way you at least get some kind of satisfaction because he's leaving you guys out too. So so he'll type it in both chats for you guys and your entertainment. Because is it because you I'm gonna highlight it because I think this might be the reasoning.
No, I would have just said that. Not that. Nothing. Not that. So the next part of Raw, So the next part of Raw was
tag match: AJ and Dolph versus Alpha Academy. It was decent for what it was. I'm glad that we had Dolph here. Dolph back on like a wrestling capacity for Raw. That's fine with me. But I just need to ask, where the fuck is Bobby Roode?
That's facts.
Like,
wow. I don't know. It's disrespectful, man.
It just split up the Dirty Dogs. Just fuck it.
Yeah,
they were a terrible tag team.
I wouldn't say terrible.
If they actually gave them a chance, they could have been something great.
They didn't have a chance. They only brought them out there just to have another match to lose, like most of the time. Like so. Yeah, I don't know.
I would have liked to see him as tag team champions at one point. It just would have been.
Put Bobby Roode on SmackDown, bro. That roster needs people. Yeah. Like when AJ came out, bro, I'm like, bro, what if they put AJ on SmackDown just to uplift, just to like elevate like the mid-carders, like elevate guys like Madcap Moss, elevate guys like Walter, elevate a bunch of guys on that SmackDown roster. AJ on SmackDown would be a big change.
It's a big boost.
That'd be amazing.
Here's the thing, Trips. I know you're listening right now, okay? This is the only one. There are 2 name changes that I need, okay? But actually, no, technically 3, okay? Butch back to Pete Dunne.
Oh,
for the love of God.
Yes. You need that
T-Bar back to Dominic Dijakovic. Please, for the love of God. I need Dominic Dijakovic back. And then from Robert Roode, please just bring it back to Bobby Roode and get us back that glorious. I won't give in. What up, Chase? All right, Chris. Jesus, I said Chase. My bad.
Yep.
I was thinking of somebody else.
There he is.
Okay. What was the other camera just wasn't working or something? I don't know.
What happened?
The other camera that you had, it just wasn't like working for audio reasons or whatever.
I don't know. I thought I was able to hear everybody fine. And all of a sudden, I was talking. You guys weren't answering. I guess I don't know. It just stopped working.
Oh, it wasn't. The audio wasn't coming through, so it just didn't. But I'm glad you're back here, so it's good. It'll give Roman another challenger. You're right there, Luke. I mean, listen, Roman and AJ at SummerSlam would have been 10 times better than fucking Brock. I'm sorry. It just would have been. And we haven't seen Roman and AJ since like 2016 Extreme Rules. Like all you had to do is do something. And there are 2 different types of AJs, and it's 2 different types of people now. AJ is in a totally different space than what he was in 2016, and Roman dear God, like, come
That's
on
a different
now.
person. That might as well be a different person.
Yeah, so all he had to do was do something, say something. But yeah, this match between Dolph and AJ and the Alpha Academy wasn't bad. It was just another match. I don't know if they're trying to set up something with Drew and Dolph and AJ being some sort of tag now. I don't want that. I don't. I think Dolph with his thing with Theory, he needs to stay separate. And AJ, he's not a tag team guy right now for me. He hasn't been a tag team guy since fucking Omos.
He shouldn't have been a tag team guy almost.
Yeah.
Like, almost should have been his manager at best. Like,
imagine 7'3" Omos being a manager. But yeah, Gable, he goes to the top rope for a moonsault, but he nearly lands it. It was a beautiful moonsault because he always has a beautiful moonsault, but he didn't connect fully. It was kind of bad, but he don't have it. Oh my goodness, what? Well, my notes just completely refreshed on me. There we go, we're back. So yeah, we had all of that take place. And then so he goes for that. He nearly makes the moonsault. Ziggler hits a super kick onto Gable, and Otis runs in, but Styles hits him with a Pele kick. Ziggler then follows it up with a zigzag on Gable for the win. And AJ and Dolph pick up the W there. Commentators then run down the SummerSlam card, and the Mysterios versus Judgment Day in a no disqualification tag match was added to the show. The last time we saw a no disqualification tag match with the Judgment Day involved, that was when Rhea Ripley joined Judgment Day. I don't know. Maybe Dom turns heel here. Maybe Edge makes his presence known at SummerSlam. I don't know.
I feel like Edge would be like the best bet in my opinion. But I don't know about the Dom thing. I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint.
Because I thought we were going to get some sort of 6-man tag at SummerSlam, but that didn't actually work out because, Edge is he's not a part of Judgment Day anymore. So I don't know. It's because what I thought could have happened tonight was Dominic turns heel on Rey, right? And then Dominic turns heel, joins Judgment Day here tonight on Raw. Then we still could have had a 6-man tag because it would have been Finn, Dom, and Priest versus Rey Mysterio, and let's say 2 mystery partners. Who are they going to be? And then Locke, Chris, Edge, and Bray return. But that didn't happen because Dominic didn't turn. So that can't happen now.
Oh yeah, hey Marquise BTW. Yes, I do play 2K22. Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Marquise? But yeah, that was that, and then we had our 6-man tag main event. The Bloodline and the Undisputed WWE Universal Champion and the Undisputed WWE Tag Team Champions, the Usos and Roman Reigns, take on the Street Profits and Riddle. It was great seeing Riddle and Roman Reigns in the ring again because we haven't seen that since June 17th.
Yeah.
So pretty much about a month ago.
It was great seeing Roman Reigns on Raw.
Period.
Period. And then we seen him in the ring on Raw. Oh wow. My goodness.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't let Meet You see this clip. Don't let Meet You see this clip.
No, let him see the clip. I'm gonna send it to him.
Before I say what I need to say. But all I know is, man, for the bar for fans of Roman has gotten pretty low since 2020. That's all I would say.
Very true.
It's gotten pretty low. Like, people are satisfied that he's coming on the show and cutting promos. Like, come on. We gotta ask for more than that. We can't complain that the show is trash and then only be happy with a promo every time Roman shows up. Like, come on. But it's good that we got a match. This was great. If Roman keeps showing up and keeps, doing his thing.
I need to talk to you two afterwards because I think I know who you were kind of calling out or talking about, but we'll talk about that.
He keeps doing his thing, man. Hey, this WWE Championship reign could, it could be good.
He looks like an actual wrestler now, showing up to his job,
Showing up to his job.
Doing the thing that we pay him to do,
But I will have to say, Luke Skywalker is 100% right in saying that main event tonight, that six-man tag was great. Like, that was a great six-man tag. Usually six-man tag matches to end the show are always great because they give it a ton of time. And that's the one thing I will say about the show tonight. A lot of the stuff that happened on the show tonight really got its time. Like,
facts.
The show paced well to me. Everything that happened on the show tonight got, I feel, the right a lot of time. And it just felt like everything was just paced a little bit differently than what we normally get.
It flowed well.
Yeah.
It flowed very well.
Laf, what do you think about that? I mean, it just felt like a very well-paced out show. Like, it didn't really feel like anything was really out of place.
Yeah, I was telling chat before the show started. I was like, on Thursday, or actually, I think it was Wednesday when I was watching Dynamite. I was like, I'm dreading watching Raw on Monday, and then the Vince retires, and then Triple H comes. I was like, bro, this show is a complete opposite from what I expected it to be. It wasn't 3 hours of just boredom. It was just, it was watchable. Even the bad stuff got time. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I'm really excited for SmackDown because now there's like a smaller window of stuff. So I want to see if they.
It's a 2-hour product, yeah. So we're gonna have to figure out how he's gonna lay out that kind of show.
Yeah.
And a lot, like you were saying in a video, like, oh yeah, when 2025 comes around, please Triple H renegotiate the 2 hours again.
Oh, please, God. Please, man.
It can happen. 2025. It's when the contract ends for Raw and USA Network again. So if they renegotiate and they can get back that 2 hours, but Lop, I'm sorry, I understand you want it back to 2 hours, and I would love it back to 2 hours as well. I think everybody would love it back to 2 hours. But that third hour, especially with how many commercials happen in that third hour, because there are a ton, it just brings in the money. And that's
it's
what
too
profitable about it.
It's too profitable,
yeah. And Lop, I know, it sucks. And it's not really all about the money. But what do you say every single time now about this company?
It's not a wrestling company.
Right.
Entertainment franchise.
Yep. And entertainment franchises need money. So that's what they get with that third hour.
At least with a picture in picture. NXT does it.
Or at least picture in picture, yeah.
NXT does it a lot.
It's weird. Raw does it sometimes, and Raw doesn't do it some other weeks. It's like, figure something out.
And something else small they changed. They add. I don't know if they're gonna keep doing this. And they used to do it back in the day on like SmackDown. The superstar facts, like they used to do like in between like coming back from the show, they would like do their whole WWE has the most followers in the world and do that little thing. And they do like facts.
I feel like they did that with Gable tonight, though. Didn't they?
They did one. They did one with Gable, yeah.
Because they were talking about like his IQ or something like that, or where he went to school and everything like that. So I was like, interesting. They did that.
They definitely caught my attention.
But yeah, I don't know. But this match was really good. It got a lot of time as well, which we all kind of figured. But the Usos take Ford down with a suicide dive, and Dawkins shoulder tackles them both over the barricade, and Reigns then attacks Dawkins and sends him headfirst into the steel steps. I don't know what happened, but man, those steel steps exploded. Did he just fucking throw him that hard? Like, calm down.
He tossed him.
Those things exploded into, coincidentally, the shape that it had to have been in order to get what happened after the match successful. I don't know if the Usos or whatever, they kind of just positioned them in that way just to set up Seth for his thing. But yeah, they just completely exploded. I was like, what the hell happened there? So we had that. As Reigns is getting in the ring, Riddle catches him with the hanging DDT that Randy does all the time. Don't forget, guys, Randy Orton is dead to WWE. They don't know where he is. They don't know if he'll ever come back. So Riddle has to do every move that Randy Orton has in his arsenal.
Jesus, it's got to stop.
It's terrible. Well, and that's the reason why I said it in that way, Tio. It's because it's just that terrible.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an identity anymore.
Yeah,
Where's the bro dare?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, man. That's got to stop. That's got to stop.
The constant RKOs too. RKOs, I want it out of nowhere. If anything, if you're going to do an RKO, do it out of nowhere. Don't do the whole pounding on the mat and getting ready.
That never works. That hasn't worked in 10 years.
What, the pounding on the mat?
No, when he does the whole setup for it, it never works. It hasn't worked.
Yeah, the pounding on the mat thing. Yeah, the setup.
It doesn't work. It never works.
It's like once in a blue moon, even when Randy does it too. Like it doesn't always, it doesn't work.
Its success rate is very low. It's crazy.
Like, I see what they try to do, but it's not always the right way to go about it, because then it just gets stale. And then when it gets stale, nobody cares. And I don't want to not care about Matt Riddle.
Right.
I don't want to not care about him. And I know that's an oxymoron with the double negatives, but like the fact that I should not be caring about Matt Riddle. I should be caring about the guy all the time because of what he can do.
Yeah.
I don't know if this just really just sets up his feud for Randy when he comes back. If that's even where they're going. I just don't know. Like it.
Also, can we talk about Montez?
Montez is fantastic.
That potential. I don't know if he broke his nose or I don't know what.
Oh yeah.
That, like, I wouldn't be surprised if he might not be able to wrestle at SummerSlam, because remember what happened with Becky, like her face. I think I saw one time where he spit out like a puddle of blood. So I don't know what was going on with Montez, but I don't know what.
I mean, Corey did say that he could possibly have a broken nose, but we really don't know that for sure. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope he's fine.
Yeah.
But it was bleeding a good bit, so
he got busted open pretty bad.
I mean, it didn't look John Cena bad, but he was pretty busted open up hard. So
I thought it was his eye.
It looked like it.
That's not at first what I thought it was too. I thought it was just like a cut under his eye, but it said it was his nose because of the head into the turnbuckle spot. So.
Damn.
Did Montez tweet anything after that?
I don't think so. I'm about to see if anyone else knows because I forget.
Montez's thing now. No. Just as God is a good promo that he tweets out every day. It's weird. He only sends out that tweet and that tweet only for I know he
good.
sends it out every day, but
God is good, man.
But like that's legitimately the only thing that he tweets now. Like, hey, listen, I'm not gonna tell him what he tweets and what he can't, but I don't know. He has a pinned tweet though for WWE Shop. So what is it though? Like, what is it?
I don't know.
Want to click it? It's a deactivated one, so he might have to change that. But yeah, this was just a good. It was a good main event.
Okay, yeah, keep going. You go.
Riddle set up an RKO, but he got thrown into the fucking air by Roman. He got thrown.
He
hard.
launched him, bro. I was like, whoa. He got some height. He got some height on that, bro.
Roman did the ooh-ah, which I was like, wait a second. We're doing the ooh-ahs now? And then he speared him 1, 2, 3, and that was it. I'm like, wait a second, we're doing a throwback to the ooh-ahs? I like the ooh-ahs. But
he does it every time, doesn't he?
No, not really. Not anymore. We haven't really been seeing the ooh-ahs since the whole Tribal Chief thing started, so
I don't think that's weird. I don't know. He doesn't wrestle that much, so I don't know.
Watch your tone. Watch your tone.
I'm sorry. I forgot the wrestler had to wrestle.
I'll tweet Paul Heyman for you, bro. I will.
Just make the wrestler wrestle, please. That would be cool. If that's not too much for him, I'm saying. I'm sorry.
Wow. He has to be on his press island 24/7. What do you mean? Like, come on now.
He's a tribal table. He can't wrestle. Something. There's a disconnection.
The tribal table, the chief dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Tribal table is crazy. I'm not gonna lie.
The chief dog.
Yeah. Can't wrestle. Sorry.
So yeah. So after that, then this was crazy because we didn't see Seth all night tonight until this happened.
I love this.
So Seth fucking Rollins, because apparently we're going to TV. Because apparently we're going to TV 14, right? So Seth fucking Rollins is here. And he's making his way to the ring. Rollins is locking eyes with Roman Reigns before he walks past him, saying, bye-bye. We're setting something up again, hopefully.
The only guy that Roman hasn't beaten, right? Isn't that right?
He beat him technically, but it was by disqualification because he never let go of the chokehold. The guillotine at Rumble. So, technically, yes. Technically, no. It's a big thing. Yeah. So he was saying bye-bye, and then, obviously, the Bloodline leave. Rollins then clotheslines Riddle in the ring before throwing him to the outside. Rollins then hits him in the face with the steel steps before leaning them onto each other. And Rollins gives Riddle a stomp on the floor. Then Rollins puts him on the steel steps and gives him another stomp onto the steel stairs. Rollins is looking satisfied with himself as to show a face of black and goes off the air. This was just a great ending segment. That match is going to kill it at SummerSlam.
Match of the night, y'all think?
Huh?
Match of the night, y'all think?
It could be a contender. It could be a contender.
I'd say it's either the tag match with the Usos, Becky and Bianca, or hopefully Becky and Bianca goes 20 seconds, or the Riddle and Rollins match. Those are my 3 matches of the night. And if Bianca beats Becky in 20 seconds, then that will be my match of the night.
The only reason why I'm saying at least keep in mind the Brock and Roman matches because of the last man standing stipulation. with it being the last man standing stipulation,
That's true.
and the fact that it has to be their final match ever.
That's cap.
Yeah,
That's cap.
it is cap, but
That's cap.
like they have to go all out for that. So hopefully they do. But I totally agree with you on the Usos and Street Profits. Street Profits need to win, by the way. Becky and Bianca, I already told off my situation when it comes to the 20 seconds versus an actual good match between those two. We had a little bit of a disagreement there, but it's cool. We're still boys. And then yeah,
Still, you don't know what he's known for.
Thank you. I'm a mark, right? I don't know what I'm talking about whenever I'm stepping foot inside a ring. So, and then what other match you say? Oh yeah, and then this match with Riddle and Seth Rollins. This match is gonna be good though. This match is gonna be great. I think you guys do great styles here in this.
It's gonna be amazing. I will say one thing about the Usos and the Profits. Like, I don't feel like the Profits are winning this match, but if the Usos do win if the Usos do win the match, like, what would they do after that? Like,
they can't do anything after that, bro. That's
exactly. I don't see any other opponents like the Alpha Academy, who just got embarrassed by Brock Lesnar. Like, I don't see any two people credible, like the Brawling Brutes. Nobody. They can't do the New Day again because they've done that 10,000 times.
Like, they can, and they will, and they'll push that to the freaking grave.
The only tag team I see is the Viking Raiders, but other than that, that's it. That's it.
Yeah.
Maybe, and like I said, Owens and Zayn, but I don't see them reuniting Owens and Zayn until like WrestleMania time, in my opinion.
And plus, we need them back on the same show, so we'll need a super sort of shakeup in order to get that to happen. So
hopefully,
or here's a fucking great idea, Triple H. I know you're listening, and the brand split. You technically did that tonight. You technically did that for real. I mean, he had Raw and SmackDown people on this show in abundance. So, listen, 3 tag teams on one division is gonna six tag teams in one division is better than 3 and 2. Okay, so do something.
And like the people who watch me, they know I'm an advocate for the brand split. But when you got a unified world champion and you got unified tag titles, you might as well just end the brand split. Like, at this point, just end it. It's over.
And the thing is, like, I was making my video with like some changes I would like to see with Triple H being in power, and in the thing of me saying just get the championships off Roman, because I know people are gonna like that. They're still technically saying that these 2 championships are 2 separate titles, even though they're classified as unified.
In my opinion.
With that being said, and I'm bringing up Theory for a good reason here, Theory could possibly only cash in for 1 championship if he ever had to. Possibly bringing 1 championship back to whatever brand. WWE Championship back to Raw, Universal Championship back to SmackDown, and Roman can go do whatever the hell he wants to do movies, be with his daughter, whatever.
I'll say this. If one championship reign has to end, it has to be that WWE Championship reign. Like, yes. Roman didn't even need to win that WWE Championship. No. Like, and it doesn't add anything to, because he's still like it feels the same with or without the WWE Championship. Like,
the only reason why that match had to be a unified matchup at WrestleMania was because Brock won the WWE Championship at day 1 because Roman had COVID. Because it was supposed to be Roman and Brock at day 1. And because Brock was already scheduled for a match at day 1, they just said, screw it. If he had to be in one World Championship match, might as well have him in the other one just so that we can get some type of World Championship match for Brock Lesnar so that it can be a draw. Mm. And then they were kind of just split into a corner saying, well, all right, well, we have to do something now. And boom, unified titles. The only way I was really mentioning, oh yeah, let's unify the titles, is because I thought that was going to be the end of the brand split, and that's the only reason why I wanted it. Now that it happened, fuck it.
Bro, I saw it coming a mile away, man. I was trying to tell you, I'm like, bro, there's no way that this results in a good thing. Like, there's no way. I just don't see it. Like, because like we know, especially with the reports that Roman was taking a break. So I'm like, okay, there's no way this is gonna be good. So it's like, even if Roman was taking a break, right? Even if he like was taking a break, as long as he didn't have the WWE Championship, it would have been fine. Because at least the world title of Raw is still on the show. Now he has both. So when he leaves, he takes both world championships. That was the downside that I was
holding
seeing.
the championships hostage
At this point. And it's sad that it has to come to that. Like, I saw a video, I think it was like Russell Talk or whatever. They made a video on it. They were like, the narrative was who would dethrone Roman Reigns, right? And now it has become when will Roman Reigns be dethroned? So like people have kind of like grown. That means people are kind of like grown bored of it, grown like, you know, like when will this end type thing.
Thank you.
And and that's not a good thing. Like
when the narrative was who is going to dethrone Roman Reigns, like that was a good type of narrative because whoever was going to be the one would be better off for it because Roman has been booked so strongly and all that power would go to that one superstar and then being the next real big guy.
Yep.
Now, we just want it to fucking end because it's been way too long. The first half of this championship reign has been tremendous. But then once WrestleMania hit and then the unified titles happened, that's when everybody started getting soured.
Oh, yeah.
That's when I started getting soured.
Yeah. They started treating their main eventer like the top guy, the face of the company, like a mid-carder. And it's like, you know, I don't know, man.
Well, they built that main event as the greatest WrestleMania main event of all time, and it was.
I mean to say mid-carder. The face of that guy the face of that guy became a part-timer, so it messed up how people felt. We got Brock flashbacks, basically.
Yeah, and when you build that as the greatest main event in WrestleMania history, and then only getting 10 minutes, you're fucking wrong. So, there wasn't anything about that. When it comes to all of this, I am fine. I'm fine with the last man standing match. All right, just let this real. They built this as the last time ever. I don't think that. I don't. It doesn't feel right.
That's like saying like remember when like Sasha and Charlotte was still in the company, like Sasha was still here. That would be like saying Sasha and Charlotte, the last match. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
You know that wasn't going to happen. But we're going to get it regardless.
We're going to get more Brock and Roman matches. Like, they're like,
this is part 9. This is part 9.
Like, somebody put it into perspective. Like, I'm 17, right? And they're the same age as me. And they were like, bro, Roman and Brock have been doing this since I was 7. No, since I was like 10. Since I was 10. I'm almost 20 now. I'm like, yo, this has got to end, bro. It's got to end, bro. And it's right, because I was like 10 years old when they started fighting, like 2015. Bro, I'm about to be 18 in 2023. Like, it's got to end, bro. It's got to end, bro. It's getting ridiculous. I don't know, man. And it's crazy that they still haven't topped their first ever match. How crazy is that?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It actually has me thinking, how old was I when they first started? I was 17. Okay, I was 17.
8 years ago.
What year did they start?
2015.
Oh, I was 15. Damn.
You was 15?
Yeah.
How old are you now?
21.
Exactly. See, it's got to end, bro.
I was 17, and I was 17. I'm going on 24 or 25 now. So
at 15, I graduated middle school. I'm about to graduate college now. That's
like,
nuts.
Like, see?
That's nuts, bro. Huh?
I listen. Those bots are always going to be here, guys. The bots that leave the emojis.
Oh.
They're back again. But listen, hey, it still gets our viewer count up, so yay. Just do whatever the fuck you want. What?
I don't want that view.
Oh no, listen. Hey, listen. Any view's great nowadays. But yeah, how was your Raw? It was a very well paced out show. It was it was a really good episode of Raw.
Shout out Leah. See you next week. Thank you.
Oh,
Shout out Aaliyah. Yes, Aaliyah's here. Is she the new page here? Aaliyah here.
I hope so. I hope so.
We'll see what happens on SmackDown, guys. I don't know. We'll see what happens with NXT tomorrow. Wow, if anything changes with NXT tomorrow, we're gonna have to talk about that.
Ooh-wee. Zoe Stark's the number one contender now, so I guess they're gonna move somewhere with that.
Yeah. Like, I did not expect her to win the Battle Royal. I really didn't. I want freaking Cora Jade coming out of nowhere because she never got eliminated. And he's like, oh, yeah, you're stupid. You're stupid.
I thought for sure Nikita had it.
Me too.
We all had Nikita.
And I was like, and then she got eliminated. I was like, yes. I mean, no. You know what I'm saying?
What is that?
Huh? Also, what? I was distraught, like you. Yeah.
Just distraught.
Yeah, just very distraught. Yeah. That was that was surprising. I don't know where they're going with this Cora Jade heel turn. It was weird. It didn't make much sense, but
it didn't make sense at all. And then all of a sudden the skateboard broke before she could even hit Roxanne with it.
That made it bad. I think
sad.
I don't know, man. I think it's time to strap the rocket on Roxanne, to be honest, in my opinion. It might be time. I don't know.
I wouldn't have Zoe Stark beat Mandy. I wouldn't. I'd have Roxanne be the one to do it, but
yeah.
I mean, Lop, I know you just want Mandy not being champion anymore, but Zoe Starks is not the one to beat Mandy.
Bro, not. Nikita has been. The whole
God.
Yes, it's either Nikita or it's Roxanne that needs to beat Mandy.
It's so good, bro. I'm sorry. She's so good.
I mean, they're gonna do it. They're gonna put the belt on Nikita, but like for right now, I will say this: like she looks like she could be the face of a women's division. She has a look.
Here's the thing, though. We have seen people get called up to the main roster without winning championships. Nikita could be one of those.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
that's the thing. Like Bobby Roode never won the NXT championship. He got called up.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Nikita could be one of those special people that just don't win a championship on their way up to the main roster. It's happened before. Hell, LA Knight never won the NXT championship. He got kicked out of Maximum Male Models now, but oh yeah, Trips. By the way, get Max Dupree out of here. Bring back LA Knight. Thank you.
Stop calling him Trips.
Hey, we were on a good basis until you ruined it today.
Yeah, I know. We almost had it.
Triple H was in our chat earlier on today. Tia.
Wow. Wait, for real?
It was an account that had Triple H's profile picture on Twitter.
Okay, that's
and
great.
It had Triple H as the name, so Triple H was in our in our chat.
Like it was actually Triple H was hype.
I was playing off for the troll.
That's amazing. That's great.
And he was speaking like Triple H is like, you guys are giving me some great ideas right now. Keep going. And I'm like, oh my God.
You guys are giving me some great ideas. That's amazing, bro. That's good. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it for your Monday Night Raw. Tia, great job, man.
This was great.
This is great. We never really do guess for reviews and anything like that, but I might actually have to look into that for the future because like having at least somebody watching the show, like that's on like the other side of things, it's pretty cool. I mean, I know we usually do our Tuesdays talk with like a special guest and everything like that, but maybe here and there for reviews and stuff like that, we can get people in here because it was just cool getting to chat.
Yeah, this was. I knew I at least had to get up here because we've been trying to get this worked out for a while, and I knew there was
You've
a
been trying to
chance.
do this for like 2 weeks, and all of a sudden you found Russell's spot and then something else.
I knew for a chance that tomorrow, like, there's a chance that I wouldn't be free. So I'm like, okay, I got to do this tonight. Like, just tonight, get up here. It'd be great. The first Raw with Triple H.
It was you that was the guest for Tuesday Talk. So I was like, wait a second. But yeah, wow. Tina and I have been in our like chat and everything, trying to set this up for like a good 2 weeks. Because then all of a sudden, Tia was on the Russell spot. Then all of a sudden, I saw you on, I believe, Narcos podcast, and we're like, "What the fuck is going on here?" And then I believe you're on another episode of Russell's spot. It's like, "Oh, okay, so you have to leave us to go to Russell's spot, not leave."
This is the thing. Wait, hold on, wait. Let me explain myself, all right? Because I feel for some reason you have the every time you ask me to be on the show, I'm always busy. It's crazy, bro. And there's another thing. Another person you can ask, like Axel. Axel tries to get me on the show a lot, but a lot of time he asks me, I'm busy. So it's like for some reason, every time Russell Spot asks me to get on, I'm usually free that day. You know what I'm saying? Narcolepsy asks me, be like, hey man, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, I think I have some time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess the stars
It's crazy.
Don't align sometimes.
It's crazy scheduling mainly because we also do this almost every single damn day. So it's just crazy with scheduling and all that stuff. And I appreciate any time that anybody gives us. So it's great that you at least gave us a little over 2 hours of your time here.
It's great. It was great coming over here. It was amazing.
And
I was eager. What
time zone are you on again?
I'm Eastern.
Okay, so you're pretty much almost at the same time as we are. It's almost 2 o'clock where everybody is. So, so I'm glad that you gave us the time that you did, and we'll do this again. But it's just gotta be when the time is right. And yeah, man. Friday Night SmackDown. We got that on Friday. The first Friday Night SmackDown under Triple H. That's gonna be a doozy. Because that is like legitimately the final show before SmackDown, before SummerSlam. That's gonna have to be something special. Mm-hmm. And then NXT tomorrow. We got Dynamite on Wednesday. Dynamite. That's Fyter Fest. Fyter Fest. That's Fyter Fest. So we got that with Bryan Danielson's return.
When is All Out again? Isn't that like
it's in September?
It's okay.
I'm
guessing this. I don't know when CM Punk would be cleared to come back. I don't know. That whole situation.
He honestly should have been back a couple of weeks ago because usually a broken foot takes like a month and a half to heal.
Mm-hmm.
A month would have been at least like a week ago. So I don't know. They said there's a report that came out that there might have been some complications with his injury. So we might be still seeing Moxley as the interim champion for a little bit longer now.
Well, if Punk can't make it, then Tony Khan, bro. There's a lot of guys we could get a Bryan Danielson versus Moxley main event. I'm just saying we could get a multi-man main event. There's a lot of options for the main event of All Out. I'm just saying. There's a lot of people I would want to see. I don't know. Hey, maybe. Well, no. I was gonna say something about Wardlow, but let's keep him away from John Moxley for now.
So, and plus, he's the TNT champion too. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, there's a ton of options. And plus,
I do know one thing: the unification match that's going to be amazing. That's going to be great.
yeah, no. When Punk and Moxley hopefully face off against each other, that's going to be a great match because they can bring up the former Shield stuff because Punk was the originator. Punk was the originator of the Shield. That's the only reason why I would say that. And the thing is, well, he didn't have Roman being a part of it. He had Cassius Ohno being a part of it, not Roman. But they can bring up that stuff. They have to obviously subtly do that, but they can.
Yep.
It's going to be a good thing. Plus, this is Bryan's first match back since his injury, and he's facing Daniel Garcia. Fucking great. I love it. We got Danhausen challenging for the FTW Championship against Ricky Starks. So that's going to be good. He's probably going to lose in like 20 seconds, but that's okay. It's just gonna be a great card.
The only gripe I have is that they didn't keep the TNT title gold. Man, that gold TNT title, beautiful. I don't know why they didn't keep it gold, but bro, that's a title right there. It literally looked like, bro, that was beautiful. But yeah, that's just my little small like nitpick.
We got the Thunder Rosa and Miyu Yamashita match for the Women's World Championship. Obviously, Miyu.
We know how you feel about that.
In Japan. It was a disgusting display of a champion losing. But at least we don't get it at all out. At least we just get it randomly here. That's fine. I just didn't want it to happen at the pay-per-view.
Yeah, they gotta change. I don't know. They gotta fix how they're booking Thunder Rosa. I'm not liking how they're booking her. Just like booking the champion is kind of like an afterthought. It's crazy.
Hey, Love, your rip-off version of Santos is going up against Moxley on Wednesday.
Oh, that's next thing. I just think it's funny.
Roosh is it's going to be Roosh versus Moxley for the championship, which is cool.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. So we got Roosh and Moxley for the championship. We got Bryan Danielson versus Daniel Garcia. We got Thunder Rosa versus Miyu Yamashita. We got Ricky Starks versus Danhausen. And then we got Swerve Strickland versus Tony Nese and Mark Sterling in a handicap match.
Huh.
Mark Sterling is not a pro wrestler, by the way.
Wow.
Plus some other good aspects as well. We will get to see what happens possibly with Sting and Malachi Black, because Sting got blacklisted by Malachi. Possibly something with Miro down the line as well. And yeah, should be a good thing. Oh, and last, by the way, they're coming back to Philadelphia.
Oh yeah, I saw that. But in September, I saw that.
September 28th. Coming back. And I'm going all out. Not all out. No, I want to go all out. That would be great. I want to go to Grand Slam. So.
Oh yeah.
I'll be getting those tickets soon. But yeah, this is great. Mark Sterling's better than your favorite pro wrestler. Oh, easily, Aiden, easily. Just fantastic.
Yo, Orange Cassidy, bro. That's a future superstar in my opinion. I'm telling you.
Uh-oh. Well, I'm not gonna like that opinion.
I see superstar in that guy. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what it is, but ever since that match with Ospreay, and I already knew he could wrestle, but like that night, he really proved it. Like he could be serious.
Well, I'm not gonna like that. He hates Orange.
Well, I hate Nikita, so it evens out.
It evens out.
It evens out.
Bro.
It evens out. Okay, I'll take it back. I don't hate Nikita. Every time he comes on my screen, I'm annoyed. That's it. That's it. That's all it is.
That's the way I feel about Orange Cassidy. So you're right. That's the way I feel about it. We're good.
All right, it's even.
Yeah.
All right, guys, this was fun. Thank you guys so much for joining us right here on Outside the Brand, episode 220. Loth, If Riddle is still here by episode 420, oh bro, that's gonna be it.
God.
That's gonna be a day. Imagine if that was just a random episode of Tuesday's Talk and I got Riddle to show up for episode 420.
He's
That
so
would be
cool.
insane.
He's so cool, bro. He would actually probably do it.
He probably would do it.
He's so cool. He'd actually probably do it.
Just shoot into the DMs on Twitter saying, "Hey, Riddle, join us for 420."
You gotta call Marissa because she like I think he like followed her on Instagram today.
Yeah, he followed her on Instagram, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Episode 300 will be coming in about 80 episodes from now. So that's crazy enough as it is. Yeah, man, it's gonna come quick too. Like since we do this every single day, it's gonna happen. But yeah, guys, that's it. We love you. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Tio, for joining us. Chris, I don't know if you're watching this afterwards, buddy, but for the times that you were here talking with us, it was great having you.
You can hear you. I you.
You got it in the ear? Good. But yeah, this is great. Thank you guys. Thank you to you. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And yeah, we'll see you tomorrow. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow because Tio was supposed to show up tomorrow, but it happens. It happens. If we don't have a show tomorrow, it's completely understandable. But if we do, we'll see you tomorrow. And if not, Wednesday, Dynamite Fighter Fest. We got you covered, man. And we'll talk to you whenever we see you. Like, subscribe, share, go get the merch. Wow, if we didn't do the merch, you didn't do the merch. Didn't do the merch call when I did the merch. When I did the merch earlier. Bonfire.com, the exclusive home of Outside the Brand, and it's
merch.
The merchandise. Yeah. For the Brand T-shirt. Wolfpack T-shirt. We got so many other things. We got the coffee mug. I know you coffee lovers out there love your coffee, so you guys can go get the Outside the Brand coffee mug with our logo on it, and a tote bag for you guys carrying things. You guys like to carry things? I know you guys like to carry things, so you guys can get a tote bag. So you got that, and many other things. So merchandise, follow us on social medias, like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll talk to you whenever we see you next. Peace. Talk to you soon.